we are to do our few aspects of Vedic chanting, Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharana, common sense thought, our Mangalacharana shlokas with Sankalpa, Upanishad Mantra Ucharana Parayana, Upanishad Adhyanam. May all these activities be done by us with utmost understanding and Shraddha with the highest purpose. May Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha Devatagana Gurugana Shastragana be with always with us with full blessings on us. Through that, let our Vyaktitva be blossomed in such a way that our presence in the world outside is cherished by everyone and everyone is helped by us inside too. Moment by moment, day by day, we are consciously growing in our spiritual unfoldment. Friends, in our 7 aspects, the first one, Vedic chanting, we have seen Purusha Suktam, we have seen beautiful the Narayana Suktam yesterday. Let us do today Shri Vishnu Sukta. Yeah. Om Athavedaparayanam Vishnu Suktam. Om Vishnurnukam Viryani. Om Vishnurnukam Viryani. Pravochamya Parthivani. Pravochamya Parthivani. Vimamera Jagamsi. Vimamera Jagamsi. Yo Askabhaya Duttaragam. Yo Askabhaya Duttaragam. Sadastham Sadastham Vichakramanastrethoruggayo Vichakramanastrethoruggayo Vishnoratamasi Vishnoratamasi Vishno Prustamasi Vishno Prustamasi Vishno Shnaptreestho Vishno Shnaptreestho Vishno Syurasi Vishno Syurasi Vishno Druvamasi Vishno Druvamasi Vaishnavamasi Vishnavetva Vaishnavamasi Vishnavetva Tadasya Priyamabhipatho Ashyama Tadasya Priyamabhipatho Ashyama Naro Yatra Devayavo Madanti Naro Yatra Devayavo Madanti Urukramasya Sahi Bandhuritha Urukramasya Sahi Bandhuritha Vishnoh Pade Parame Madhva Utsaha Vishnoh Pade Parame Madhva Utsaha Pratadvishnostavate Viryaya Pratadvishnostavate Viryaya Mrugona Bhima Kucharo Girishtaha Mrugona Bhima Kucharo Girishtaha Yasyorushu Trishu Vikramaneshu Yasyorushu Trishu Vikramaneshu Adhikshiyanti Bhuvanani Vishvaha Adhikshiyanti Bhuvanani Vishvaha Paromatraya Tanuva Vrudhana Paromatraya Tanuva Vrudhana Nate Mahitvamanvashnuvanti Nate Mahitvamanvashnuvanti Ubhete Vidmarajasi Prithivya Vishno Devatvam Ubhete Vidmarajasi Prithivya Vishno Devatvam Paramasya Vitse Vichakrame Prithvi Mesha Etam Vichakrame Prithvi Mesha Etam Kshetraya Vishnur Manushe Dashasyanna Kshetraya Vishnur Manushe Dashasyanna Dhruvaso Asya Kirayo Janasaha ध्रुवासो अस्य कीरयोजनासः ऊरुक्षितिगं सुजनिमाचकार ऊरुक्षितिगं सुजनिमाचकार त्रिर्देवः पृथिवीमेष एतां त्रिर्देवः पृथिवीमेष एतां विचक्रमे शतर्चसं महित्वा विचक्रमे शतर्चसं महित्वा प्रविष्णुरस्तु तव सस्तवीयान् प्रविष्णुरस्तु तव सस्तवीयान् द्वेषग्गह्यस्य स्थविरस्य नाम द्वेषग्गह्यस्य स्थविरस्य नाम अतो देवा अवन्तु नो अतो देवा अवन्तु नो यतो विष्णुर्विचक्रमे यतो विष्णुर्विचक्रमे पृथिव्या सप्तधामभिः पृथिव्या सप्तधामभिः इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधा निदधे पदम् इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधा निदधे पदम् समूढमस्य पागं सुरे समूढमस्य पागं सुरे त्रीणि पदा विचक्रमे विष्णुर्गोपा अदाभ्यः त्रीणि पदा विचक्रमे विष्णुर्गोपा अदाभ्यः ततो धर्माणि धारयन् ततो धर्माणि धारयन् विष्णोः कर्माणि पश्यत विष्णोः कर्माणि पश्यत यतो व्रतानि पस्पशे यतो व्रतानि पस्पशे इन्द्रस्य युज्यः सखा इन्द्रस्य युज्यः सखा तद्विष्णोः परमं पदगं तद्विष्णोः परमं पदगं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः दिवि वचक्षुराततं दिवि वचक्षुराततं तद्विप्रासो विपन्यवो तद्विप्रासो विपन्यवो जागृवागं सस्समिन्धते जागृवागं सस्समिन्धते विष्णोर्यत्परमं पदं विष्णोर्यत्परमं पदं पर्याप्त्या अनन्तरायाय पर्याप्त्या अनन्तरायाय सर्वस्तोमोति रात्र उत्तममहर्भवति सर्वस्तोमोति रात्र उत्तममहर्भवति सर्वस्याप्त्यै सर्वस्य चित्यै सर्वस्याप्त्यै सर्वस्य चित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति सर्वं जयति ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, may these our sincere chantings of Veda mantras qualify us by divine grace to understand what a beautiful enchanting meanings that are conveyed in that regarding the Paramatma, regarding what we have to do from our side, regarding in what way Paramatma blesses us. Yes, surely that state of our mind intellect tuning to the divine shall happen. Om Atha Vishnu Suktam Om Vishnurnukam Viryani Pravochamya Parthivani Vimamera Jagamsi Yo Askabhayaduttaragam Sadastam Vichakramanastretorugayo Vishnoratamasi Vishno Prushtamasi Vishno Snaptreestho Vishnosyorasi Vishnor Dhruvamasi Vaishnavamasi Vishnave Tva Tadasya Priyamabhipato Ashyam Naro Yatra Devayavo Madante Urukramasya Sahibandhuritha विष्णोः पदे परमे मध्व उत्सः प्रतद्विष्णुस्तवते वीर्याय मृगो न भीमः कुचरो गिरिष्ठाः यस्योरुषु त्रिषु विक्रमणेषु अधिक्षियन्ति भुवनानि विश्वा परो मात्रया तनुवामृधान न ते महित्वमन्वश्नुवन्ते उभे ते विद्मरजसे पृथिव्या विष्णो देवत्वं परमस्य वित्से विचक्रमे पृथिवीमेष एतां क्षेत्राय विष्णुर्मनुषे दशस्यन्न ध्रुवासो अस्य कीरयोजनासः ऊरुक्षितगुं सुजनिमाचकार त्रिर्देवः पृथिवीमेष एतां विचक्रमे शतर्चसं महित्वा प्रविष्णुरस्तु तव सस्तवीयान् द्वेषगह्यस्य स्तविरस्य नाम अतो देवा अवन्तु नो यतो विष्णुर्विचक्रमे पृथिव्याः सप्तधामभिः इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधा निदधे पदं समूढमस्य पागं सुरे त्रीणि पदा विचक्रमे विष्णुर्गोपा अदाभ्यः ततो धर्माणि धारयन् विष्णोः कर्माणि पश्यथ यतो व्रतानि पस्पशे इन्द्रस्य युज्यः सखा तद्विष्णोः परमं पदगं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः दिवीव चक्षुरा ततं तद्विप्रासो विपन्यवो जागृवागं सस्समिन्धते विष्णोर्यत्परमं पदं पर्याप्त्य अनन्तरायाय सर्वस्तोमोतिरात्र उत्तममहर्भवति सर्वस्याप्त्यै सर्वस्य चित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. That's all, friends. We have done our first activity of Veda Parayanam. Day by day, our Shraddha, Bhakti, Ekagrata should be increased, which will not happen accidentally. We have to try from our side. The second topic today is our Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharanam. Wonderful. The Gayatri mantras we are learning and chanting. In every of the Gayatri mantras, the three common words are Vidmahe, Dhimahi, Prachodayat. See that? What we have to do from our side is so clearly mentioned here. So, Vidmahe, with the given ability to know, let us know the divine in its transcendental as well as immanent form. Dhimahi, total Seva Purvaka, Upasana Purvaka, dedication of our mind and heart and intellect to that Paramatma divine, because he alone is real, he is the best over of everything. He is called as Dhimahi. ध्यान करो भगवान का, उपासना आदि करके तैयार करके अपने आप को धीमहि. I am meditating on that Lord, contemplating on that Lord, doing the vicharana on that Lord. I am always conscious of seeing him only, his glory only, his presence only, his expression only. I am not missing it even a moment. Such Lord, now what I have to do, I have done from my side. The ball is in his court. One option I have of asking him to bless me. And also, bless me for what? Isn't it? So, this third thing says, Prachodayat. So, that particular Lord, in whomever form I am worshipping him, may do the prachodanam of me. So, this indicates to us that for our spiritual evolution, for our being a contributor to the world, the Ishwaranugraha is required, which we have to ask for. O Lord, do the prachodana. So if we ask him, the blessings are sure, and that definitely makes us useful to the world as well as ourselves growing. So in this way, this mantra has got all these three main words of Vidmahe, Dhimahi, Prachodayat. Now today's mantra in our Dashavataras is After doing Matsya Kurma, Varaha Narasimha, Vamana, Parashurama, 6 and Rama 7, Balarama yesterday 8. Today we have to do our 9th Avatara Krishna. 8th Avatar it is, but we have made Balaram as one Avatara, 9th. Number, why we should worry? Krishna is an Avatara, that's it. Then the Krishna Avatara in Dwapara Yuga, the entire story of it, you all know that Bhumata, Devatas, Brahmadeva, Rishis, Brahmanas together prayed to the Narayana to protect them from every of the non-positive beings that have grown so much on the earth at that time. And few of them going to come up. So, for the earth's redemption from all these, when the prayers were extended, Lord Narayana came through Devaki and Vasudeva as Bhagavan Krishna. So, entire Bhagavad Purana and all Vishnu Puranas talk exhaustively about Krishna Leelas. Bhagavata in 90 chapters, most of the Krishna Tattva, Krishna Swarupa, Krishna Leela, Krishna Mahimas, we can see all of them. We must be thorough students of Krishna Avatara Kathas. Everything is so divine, so wonderful. Like every Avatara here also, Dushta Sikshana, Shishta Rakshana, Dharma Samrakshana. The Shishta are one side all these Vrajavasins, Mathuravasins, Dwarakavasins, other side the Pandavas, etc. So many Dushtas were at that time. That's why Bhumi was Akranta with the Bhara. Therefore, she had that Akrosha Dukha. So the Shishupalas were there, the Dantavaktras were there, the Duryodhana Dushasana Karna Shakunis were there, then the Jarasandas were there, then the Paundrakadi, the Dushtarakshasas are there, then the Kamsa sent all these Mushtikasuras, Chanuras, then Pralambasuras, Vatsasuras, Bakasuras, Dhenukasuras, Putana, Keshi. अब गिनते करो तो हाउ मेनी ऑफ दी दुष्ट राक्षसास वर देयर एट दैट टाइम. Kings, the whole earth was burdened by them with their atrocities. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna came directly, indirectly, directly by himself, eliminated many, some of them through the Pandavas, some through mutual wars. He saw to it that the Bhubhara of this Dushta Dharma, Rajas, Rakshasas is removed. And the Bhumi has become again halka, weightless. The bhara of the Bhumi is the dharmis and papi, etc. So that's how Krishna Avatara's beautiful leelas. Bhagavan Krishna is the only one, joyful, active, inspiring and loving. Jail is born in jail but lived like a Jail only, full of joy, full of activeness, always in the inspired mode, always loving. Every leela of Krishna has tons and tons of knowledge for us to learn. So we can't talk all of that here, go through it. So along with the Dushta Sikshana and all, Bhagavan Krishna's special contributions are: one, Kurukshetra, along with Sarathya, Vratha, Arjuna, he revealed Sakala Upanishad Sara in the form of Bhagavad Gita, which we are studying every day. Second is, toward the end of his Leela, to Uddhavji again he has given the entire Shastra Jnana. In that 11th skanda we can see in Bhagavatam, Mukti skanda mein. Then in between, wherever occasion was there, he gave the Jnana to the Kururas, to the Uddhavas, to the Gopikas, even Devaki Mata, Vasudevji. Everywhere Bhagavan Krishna was giving that sadhanopadesha for all jivas for moksha. So today, precisely this much enough. Keep Lord Krishna in the heart. Then the Gayatri mantra is Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tannaha Krishnaha Prachodayat. So Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, O Lord, we know you are the Nandana, Ananda giver. You came as the Putra to the Devaki Mata. Although once born for 6-7 years, he was away from the parents in Gokula with Nanda Yashoda and all the Gopala's great Leelas there. In Bhagavatadi, they are given very precise, but people do lots of Varnana with their imagination and other Purana authority, their bhakti and revelation to them by Bhagavad Krupa. Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe. Then Vasudevaya Dhimahi, the Vasudeva Putra, O Lord, we made it anew. Tannaha Krishna Prachodaya, that Lord Krishna do Prachodanam to our heart. Fill our heart with Gita Jnana, which is Upanishad Sara, with Bhagavata Jnana, again, which is Sakra Jnana Sara, so that our life is fulfilled. Like that, so many Gayatri mantras are there of Krishna, like Rukmini Vallabhaya Vidmahe, then Devaki Nandanaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat, Damodaraya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Like that, we can also write, Anandavataraya Vidmahe Prema Rupaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. So today, Devaki Nandana Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat, with heart filled with Krishna Rupa, Krishna Smarana, Krishna Dhyana, Krishna Prarthana, Krishna Upasana. Let's chant. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tannaha Krishna Prachodayat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Vam Raksha Raksha Paripahi Paripahi. Upanishad Jnanam Brahmatmaikya Bodha, Anugraham Dehi Dehi, Vam Raksha Raksha. Such a beautiful avataras, kathas, jnanams that are given by our avatars and Guru Rishis. May our hearts be tuned to revel in them. May all the obstacles from our heart en route to this go away. I to pray seriously that those days should come very soon in our life, that totally reveling in divinity all the time. Friends, in our today's third aspect, our common sense thought, very simple, assorted 2 or 3 things as reminders, which in exhaustive details we have seen in our earlier time. Today's common sense thoughts reminders are first one, the Purushartha and Prarabdha. Understand both of them. Both are given in our Shastras. Thoroughly having understood, balance both of them. And understand in pure Parabrahman, both the Purushartha and Prarabdha are Kalpita. Our goal is Parabrahmanubhuti. Our Purushartha is the sadhana towards that, and the Prarabdha is the time of ignorance in the past, whatever we have done, the result of that comes to us in various forms. Jati Ayur Bhogaha, this is called as. According to Yoga Darshanam and Shastras, Jati, where we are born, Ayuhu, how long we live, Bhogaha, what type of Sukha Dukkha we get through what sources, means. Isn't it? Through the objects, through the people, through the situations. These Sukha Dukkha Nama Bhoga come to us. And we are here in this life for a particular time, Ayu, and where we are born. So, this Prarabdha aspect, then our Purushartha with the given abilities of all our faculties, Dehendra Pranamanabuddhi, always being alert and toward the ultimate goal, Paramatma Prapti, because that is the main Purushartha. Artha and Kama, Dharma and Moksha, these are said to be four Purusharthas which every Jiva can try and achieve. But among them, Artha Kama have always the full possibility of binding us. Dharma is minimum to be done for us to get cleared of all our runa, etc. But the moksha is our main purushartha, freed from all bondages, all limitations. Naturally, that's through only jnanam. Therefore, Shastra Jnana Prapti, Tatropta, Atmanubhuti are our goals. Towards that, whatever we have to do, this Ravanavanagadi, Devika means is equal to the Purushartha Prayatna. Let there be Atyanta Spashtata in this regard and balance both of them. When the Prarabdhas attack, how to balance ourselves. When the opportunities are provided, how to express or exercise the Purushartha. Execute the Purushartha, we must be very clear. Big topic, it can be discussed again and again for hours together, but an homework is given to you, think about it. One. Two is, in managing these two things, Purushartha Prarabdha, always absolutely alert and be in the present moment. At one point of time, we are only given the Prarabdha to go through. It can be Sukha or Dukkha. We are not given any Purushartha to do. Example, your own marriage. That is such a Prarabdha that you can't do anything, others only do everything. So, I don't know why that example came. So, there are some occasions of we only have to go through that Prarabdha. Good ones, bad ones, like the health is spoiled. So diseased, at that time go through that bimari and dukkha, that prarabdha we go through. Why you can't get up and make a tea? Examples, extreme examples. So to the other occasions of Purushartha, whether you prepare for your exams during your school, college days, prepare for the interviews for your job days, and do all the given targets or tasks in the office by your officer, they're all Purushartha. Then the Daiva Upasana, Guru Upasana, they're all the occasions come in our life for performance. So to Nishastra Shravana Dhyana, these are all the Purushartha. When the opportunity is given, alert and do them and be in the present. Totally be alert, that's it. Okay, this is second topic which can be detailedly discussed, but that should be the idea for us for doing our own homework. Then the third one today, the big topic word simply is what? See to it that as a spiritual seeker, our inner Vasanamaya kosha as well as Mana Buddhi with all its abilities, capacities is freed from, slowly, slowly reduced and freed from, emptied from, in fact, I can use this word, all the worldliness. Empty the worldliness from within and fill the inner bosom with only divinity. It is a big topic, maybe another day at length we'll discuss, but a very good thought, remembered and sharing with you. ऐसा अंदर से एक ईगो के रूप में खाली हो जाओ, ऐसा अंदर से रागी द्वेषी के दृष्टि से खाली हो जाओ. नो ईगो, नो assumptions, no raga dvesha, absolutely free. Isn't it? These are all the things which create a havoc in our life, a help for ourselves and the world around. धीरे धीरे उन सब से हमें फ्री होना चाहिए. Empty. In the same heart, fill the positive things of all our wonderful values, virtues, as told in our Shastras. Isn't it? Fill the heart with that great wisdom that everything is Paramatma Swarup. Therefore, love all. Therefore, serve all. Therefore, no biasness, no differentiation, no cheating anyone, no humiliation to anyone. No need to too much assess anybody. Yeah, as you grow spiritually through study of Shastras and sadhanas, ideas start coming regarding our others. You look at somebody, you get a picture. So what? That personality has both one an individuality, good or bad, another is divinity. Earlier, I was choosing to see that individuality, good or bad, and used to relate through Ragadvesh. Now I am only seeing divinity. Isn't it? So, our own Bhautikavada, materialism, Bhogasakti, वो भी धीरे धीरे चले जाना चाहिए. Gita chapter 2, the topic which we are studying is talking about that. So too, our worldly ambitions also slowly can get reduced. In the beginning, okay, you have to be active, you have to contribute to the world, so your professional goals you can have achieved. But certain age, whenever, okay, I've done. So too with the beings also. With every being we are there, but not with attachment, not with hatred, with the knowledge that they are all divine. And then we are ready to help, ready to serve. When I am there among the people, what from me is reaching to them, what I am able to contribute to them. With all our spiritual sadhana and knowledge, sometimes we may spiritually help others, sometimes psychologically help them by giving some appreciation or a touch of love or a consolation, whatever is required. Sometimes, with all our bigness, if required, physical help also we can do of some seva. Financial help if you can afford to. All in all, what I can give to the world when I am in the world, not what I get from the world. So too, when I am with myself, how much I go near to my real inner self. Only these two things. Other than that, empty the mind. Only when we empty now, the divine knowledges can be gained by us, maintained by us, translated into sadhanas, and through that one can gain the experience. Okay, so today in our common sense thought, Prarabdha Purushartha balance we spoke about. For that, always be in the present and do what's given, either of these two. In the third one, we thought about just slowly start clearing our own inner kachara, whatever you call the unwanted things, empty. Don't be like a too much a samsari of assessing, analyzing people, creating hatreds and attachments. No, that's all साधकों का लक्षण नहीं है वो. Yes, we are smart enough to protect ourselves, the sadhaka in us. That's always expected. But other than that, let's not be burdened to ourselves. Let our attitudes, intentions be not burdened to the world. The attitudes, the intentions, the ambitions, the plans, सब divine ही होते रहना चाहिए दिन ब दिन. And wherever I am there, I'm a giver, I'm a contributor. In a small way or a big way, gross way or subtler way. And available for Paramatma at the Upadhisthai. Bhagavan, at the Upadhisthai, use me for your work. At the Nirupadikasthai, unite me with you. Isn't it? That sort of thought, that sort of sankalpa, that sort of prayer, keep on expressing. And while living this, the other aspects, as we already seen, of course, about prarabdha and all, ठीक है, it's okay, चलता है. I never have any feeling that I am bigger. What big we are. 2 days back in Common Sense thought we saw, no, in such a huge universe and cosmos. Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana we are studying. This small equipmented me, किस औकात का है बताओ? Isn't it? Physical strength, if you say, is our strength as great as elephant? भाग दौड़ का strength, if you say, can you run faster than the leopard and cheetah? If you see in any aspect, there all the time the world has the beings more greater than us. Intelligence और बाप रे, अपन तो लिस्ट में लास्ट में आते हैं. Love and kindness, so many people have such a great maturity of expressing their prema and kripa daya. Shastra Jnanam, how many great jnanis who have totally drunk the Shastras with all Bhashyas. अपने जब in our own present contextual, present world only, there are so many. If you look into the great such beings of the past and those are coming up in future, any other talents, there are so many. तो किसी भी दृष्टि से देखो, we are not at all greater than anybody. So be humble always. And one beautiful thing is the self is in us, and that self is in everyone. Therefore, there is nothing special also about it, or there is nothing to feel arrogant about it. So in that way, conduct life may in that way. One another beautiful thing I want to discuss at length some other days, same related to what we said just now, is that see, each one as defined by the divine is placed in different place along with our own abilities, prarabdha. So never ever compare with others. Learn from others, be inspired from others, but a comparison वाला बहुत बुरा होता है. Then we lose our originality and we try to copy others. By the time we copy the one number two, the number three fellow comes in front, and something we look at him and again compare and something. We are in our own way unique. We have our own abilities, recognize them to serve the world, and we have our own inner goal. उस पे ध्यान देना, क्योंकि ना in so many aspects in this world, the co-living human beings, they are different, unique in their own way. If something is useful for our sadhana, learn from them, get inspired from them. वो compulsory है. For that only the Lord keeps the people around us, the world around us. Other than that, always comparing and feeling low about ourselves or feeling jealous. So these are very alert. Mind, untrained mind, wrongly trained mind, पता नहीं पड़ा how many lives, tends to behave like that. Isn't it? Materialistically also, somebody's house is big, somebody's car is big, somebody's dress is great, somebody's ornaments are wonderful, comparing with them. Professionally comparing. Somebody such profession, I am like, comparison worst is popularity wise. That person is known to so many, invite so many people. I am to known to, Arey, so what? Are you with yourself or not? That's important. Isn't it? So those comparisons that have to become famous, kind of famous banna. Outside you are ready to serve the Lord or the world in the form of Lord, Lord in the form of world. So when the opportunities come, you grab it and do it. Inside you are doing inner journey and sadhana. Same is with other beings, and The beings whom you see so famous now, sometime they'll be all alone. Those that are alone again become famous. So it all depends on what Ishvara wants to get through us. At this moment, he has given these things to me. How best I can use them to again serve him back. This type of thinking is always healthy. Okay? Thank you. Now, Sankalpa Ityadi. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu. Namo Brahmadibhyo. Yairime Gurubhi Purvam. Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam. Shruti Smruti Purananam. Om भवता जनता सुहिता भविता ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम परब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणैव मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयाः येषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं पारायणम् अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। सेकंड चैप्टर, यस थ्री मंत्रस। ओम य एको जानवान् ईशत ईशनीभिः सर्वान् लोकान् ईशत ईशनीभिः य एवैक उद्भवे संभवे च य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति एको हि रुद्रो न द्वितीयाय तस्थुः य इमान् लोकान् ईशत ईशनीभिः प्रत्यञ्जनान् तिष्ठति सञ्चुकोचान्तकाले संसृज्य विश्वा भुवनानि गोपाः विश्वतश्चक्षुरुत विश्वतो मुखः विश्वतो बाहुरुत विश्वतस्मात् सम्बाहुभ्यां धमति सम्पतत्रैर्द्यावा भूमि जनयन् देव एकः। That's how first three mantras of chapter 2 we did the chanting. Now in our study we are in the last sixth chapter, 14th mantra, famous mantra, Natatra Suryo Bhati mantra. Can we chant it once? Om Natatra Suryo Bhati na Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Kutoyam Agnihi Tamiva Bhantamanubhati Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhati. Once more. Om न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. See, the taste in this shloka is the glorious grand supremacy of the Lord over and above everything in this universe cosmos. Therefore, that should generate that respect, reverence, single pointed towards him. If at all we see anyone, anything else, and want to respect them as that divinity only. Don't respect them exclusively with their own individual personality. So, respect Surya because he is divine. Don't respect Surya at the cost of divine because of his abilities. For that matter, anybody. Here, though, 5 sources are given. Second is what? The same shloka hints to us as to how to realize that Paramatma. By going beyond all these upadhis, the Surya Chandra are our own inner upadhis. And throughout the Upanishad, throughout all Upanishadic literature, that Paramatma alone is told to keep as the goal. So his glory is said, then he is told to be kept as the goal, and the sadhana also indicated here, and an idea is given that he alone is supreme, in and through all, look at him only, isn't it? Don't forget him, the Paramatma Tattva. So, yesterday we saw around 70% of the Bhashyam. The remaining we'll just go through and go to the next sloka. So, Bhashya, I'm just going through, browsing through what has been said. Natatra iti. Natatra is the mantra of which I am giving you Bhashya. Carefully study. Bhagavan Shankara's preparing us mental. Then, Tatra Tasmin Paramatmani. Tatra Tasmin Paramatmani means in that Paramatma, in case of that Paramatma, when we reach to that Paramatma, Sarvava Bhasakopi Surya Nabhati. Surya Bhagavan, who can illuminate everything, cannot illuminate that Paramatma. So Brahma na prakashayati iti arthaha. So the Parabrahma Paramatma is not an object of illumination. The Lord Surya, like Surya Bhagavan, illuminates all the gross things of the three worlds. Explanation we have given, again will not repeat. That the Surya Bhagavan's Prakasha Shakti has its own purpose and limitations. In that daira of Surya's Prakasha, Paramatma Tattva doesn't come. Secondly, Paramatma is Swayam Prakash. He doesn't need. Okay, that's the meaning of Natatra Surya Bhati. Surya Brahma na prakashayati. Okay, second one, Sahi Taseva Bhasa Sarvatmanaha Rupajatam Prakashayati. See that? Bhagavan Surya is doing the prakashanam of the Rupajatam, the variety of the things which have the forms. But how is he able to do it? Tasya eva bhasa sarvatmana. The Lord who is the self of all. Because of his bhasa, prakasha only, Surya is able to shower his light to illuminate the things. One word we have to catch here is, where is in Surya this Paramatma? Because of whose light Surya is able to illuminate all the three worlds. He is there as Sarvatma, as the self in Bhagavan Surya. So that word, if you hold on to Sarvatma, Indra, Brahma, any devatas you see, in each of them also, as an Atman, the same Paramatma is there, like in us or any of the small little looking animals, insects. Sab mein ek hi Atma, isliye Sarvatmana. So tasya eva Sarvatmana bhasa rupa jatam prakashayati. Who? Lord Surya. Then, natu tasya swatah prakashana samarthya. This is a punchline. That none of the illuminating glorious things like Surya Chandra have their own original prakasha samarthya. And how to reconcile it, how to understand it is, first of all, Surya has to exist. Isn't it? That existence also is of the Paramatma whose nature is existence. From that existence only, the Prakasha Samarthya is coming up. Therefore, no Surya Adi have their own Prakasha Samarthya. Okay? Natu tasya swatah prakashana samarthya. Yesterday we tried to explain it through various examples of electricity or all of them. The entire electrical equipments, gadgets, Swayam Prakasha Samarthata, they don't have. They don't function by themselves without the Bijli behind them. So, to any number of mobile vehicles cannot move without the fuel of whatever the sort. You know, the petrols or the diesels, and nowadays the electrical vehicles are increasing in number. Without the charging, स्वयं प्रकाश वो अपने आप चलते नहीं हो चार्ज खत्म हो गया बीच रास्ते में रुक जाएगा वो गाड़ी so here also स्वयं प्रकाशन सामर्थ्यम they don't have Surya doesn't have Tatha, having told in detail about Lord Surya, in the same way, na Chandra Tarakam. Yesterday we have seen, like Surya, Chandra and Tarakam also do not have their own Swayam Prakasha Samarthya. They are having their ability to illuminate the things because of Bhagavan Paramatma Tattva. Paramatma is there as the Atman in all of them. That's how every of these four things we have to apply what is told for Lord Surya. Okay. Then na ima vidyuto bhanti. Not only Chandra Tarakas, the stars and moon, vidyutah na bhanti. Even the lightnings cannot illuminate the Paramatma Tattva, need not. Isn't it? So the consciousness in that illuminating Bijli is the cause for that Bijli, the lightning also to have that lightning. Then Kutoyam Agnihi Asmad Gosaraha. Then when the Sarva Prakashaka Surya, Chandra, Taraka and Vidyut cannot illuminate Paramatma, how come this Asmat Gosara means the fire which is seen by our own eyes in the form of lamp or what we use for cooking? Such fire, how can it illuminate the Paramatma Tattva? They are not capable of. Okay. Then he continues, Kim Bahuna, what to talk more? Bhagavan Shankara says, Yet idam jagat bhati, whatever the jagat that is now illuminated, seen, tameva swataha bharupatvat bhantam dipyamanam anubhati anudipyate. So tameva bhantam anubhati. That sentence, what Shankara Bhagavan comments, carefully let us listen. So tameva bhantam anubhati का अर्थ क्या है? Tameva means that Lord himself, swataha bharupatvat, because by himself, by nature, he is of the nature of prakasha. Bhantam, he is continuously blazing with his own light and prakasha. Bhantam is dipyamanam, in his light only, anubhati anudipyate. So the simple meaning is everything is known because of the awareness whose nature is light. So the awareness in me whose nature is light is making me become aware of all the things in the world. So here tameva bhantam kim bahuna edam jagat bhati tameva swatah bharupatvat bhantam deepyamanam anubhati anudipyate. So here little subtler thought is what? Though 5 examples are given of Surya, Chandra, Taraka, Vidyut, Agni. Okay. These themselves and the things that are illuminated by them, all of them are basically aware by the awareness whose nature is Prakasha Swarup. So I see Bhagavan Surya illuminating the Jagat. But it is me who is seeing it, no? I am aware of Lord Surya, then only is illuminating Jagat, and the Jagat also I am aware. So the illuminated Jagat and it's being illuminated and Bhagavan Surya doing so, all of them are again illuminated by my own consciousness, to illuminate which no other thing is required. Because it is Bharupa and Swayam Prakasha. That is a thought here. Then, Yatha Lohadi Vahnim Dahantam Anudahati Nasata. When any of the iron instrument, let us say, burns our hand or leg when we touched it. How did it burn? Iron for itself, by itself, is cold. But kaisa jal gayo? Because that's already exposed to the fire. So the heat of the fire in that iron thing, whatever, burnt, that burning effect is not belonging to the iron. अग्नि अंदर है इसलिए वो लोहा ने हमको हाथ को जलाया या कोई जलाया. So without the fire's heat, the iron by itself is not capable. That's an example. So too, in this entire world, without Paramatma's illumination and presence, none of the beings exist. nor their faculties exist, nor in their faculties those specific powers can be there, nor they can do anything without Paramatma's presence. That Paramatma is our own. Him we have to recognize. Naturally, how do we recognize him? In so many ways where Paramatma is expressing, when we make our mind stand still regarding all of that, instead of what's happening in the world, in whose presence that's happening, when that becomes focus of our meditation, then we'll be able to realize it. So, yata lohadi vaknim dahantam anudahati nasvataha. So, tameva bhantam anubhati sarvaka explanation through the fire heating somebody something because it itself is getting the fire from the Agni with that example. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam explained. What about tasya bhasa sarvavidam vibhati? Tasya eva bhasa deeptya sarvavidam suryadi bhati. Again, it is the consciousness in me which is illuminating Bhagavan Surya with his all abilities and their functions. So, I am aware of Bhagavan Surya's presence. I am aware of Bhagavan Surya's Kanti. I am aware of with that Kanti what Bhagavan Surya is illuminating the entire world. So tasya bhasa sarvavidam bhati. So tasya eva bhasa ditya sarvavidam suryadi bhati. So there are other Upanishads also talk about this. Uktam cha quotation. What is it? Yena sarva surya stapati tejasa iddaha. So yena tejasa iddaha surya tapati. Surya tapati. The Lord Sun is so hot, scorching. But Hena Tejasa Idda Surya Tapati. He is the one, the Lord, because of his Tejas, that the Bhagavan Surya also got the heat for doing the tapana, heating up of the world. So if Paramatma is not there in Surya, Surya doesn't even exist. So the existence of Surya and his Tapashakti, Tapaman, आज का तापमान इतना है, सर्दियाँ कम हो रहे हैं, आओ एक हफ्ते में शिवरात्रि है, 2 हफ्ते में, उसका तो गर्मियाँ शुरू, तापमान बढ़ता जाएगा. So the tapa shakti of the Surya is because of presence of the Paramatma applied to Chandra, Nakstaraka, then Vidyuta and Agni, etc. Another quotation, Gita, 15th chapter. Natad bhasayate suryaha na shashanko na pavakaha yad gatvani nivartante tadhama paramamama. So, natad bhasayate suryaha na shashanko na pavakaha yad gatvana nivartante tadhama paramamama. After that, then Mamayvamsho. Having explained, then he teaches us how to see the divinity right from Surya up to our own heart. यदा आदित्यगतम तेजः से शुरू करके सर्वस्य चाहम हृदय सन्निविष्टः. To this, Bhagavan Krishna guides us as to how to see reality. In Bhagavad Gita today, we have done the Krishna Avatara Gayatri Mantra. So in this way, Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvam Idam Vibhati Na Tatra Surya Bhati Na Chandra Taraka. So none of the illuminating things illuminate Bhagavan. Whatever the abilities they have to illuminate the Lord, illuminate the world, they got them from the Paramatma only. In fact, they themselves are the objects of the pure consciousness, the awareness. That self is our goal. That is within ourselves. Obviously, the illuminated objects of the world, the illuminating outer prakasha vastus and their corresponding inner abilities. When we transcend on the seat of meditation, then that sublime Atma Chaitanya, Atma Kanti, we experience as ourselves, which is our goal. Our goal is not all this outer data or what's happening outside or how Paramatma is illuminating them. These all explanations are to reveal to us the glory of that Lord so that our jijnasa to know Him becomes powerful. Finally, the jijnasa of that Chaitanya Atma fulfilled in the jnana of it that I am that all our mission gets accomplished. So further, if one or two thoughts are there, we'll see about it. Then we enter into the next topic, मोक्ष के लिए ज्ञान के सिवा अन्य हेतुओं का निषेध. मोक्ष के लिए ज्ञान के अलावा अन्य हेतुओं का निषेध. For moksha, no other reason, only jnanam. तो ज्ञानाद एव तु कैवल्यम. ऋते ज्ञानात् न मुक्तिः. आत्मज्ञान विहीनाः मूढाः यत् ज्ञात्वा नेह भूय अन्यत् ज्ञातव्यम् अवशिष्यते. यत् ज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे अशुभा. Like that, in all Shastras, the Paramatma Jnana alone is the hetu for the moksha that is said here also in one shloka. That will be told to us for our crystal clear understanding. Slowly, from the outer futile activities, which at the most give us some sukha dukkha, some janma marana samsara, we refrain and reach towards our inner self. To inspire us in that regard, only through jnana there is a moksha. That will be told to us in the next mantra pandra. Tomorrow we'll see. Thank you, Sarvam. Krishna Arpanam, Shruti Mata Arpanam, Brahma Arpanam, Rishinam Charanara Indarpanam. Om, 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 Om. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahma Arpanamastu. That's thank you, friends. Come for Gita for some time.